We have some breaking news. Tesla has officially released brand new holiday software updates that has 15 new features for you to use. And I guarantee you will see some hidden ones that many people missed. So make sure to watch until the end because this is arguably Tesla's biggest holiday update ever. So let's dive right in. Starting off with the first update, and it's one of my favorites, and that is supercharger site maps. Tesla's added 3D views of supercharging stations. When you're looking at the supercharger in the navigation menu, you can now tap View Site Map to see this cool 3D map. Now, when you're navigating to the supercharger, upon your arrival, the 3D site map will be shown, displaying a top-down 3D view of the site layout. With that, live occupancy of each stall. You will be able to tap any location to park, allowing you to select a spot even out of view. Now, of course, you would need to have FSD for it to actually park into the spot by itself, but the 3D map should be available regardless. But given this is a 3D rendering, this update may only be available for AMD equipped Teslas. Hopefully Intel models will also receive a version of this update. Moving on, we have Grok with navigation commands. Now, as far as I know, Grok could not control your Tesla with voice commands, but with this update, Tesla shared a video where Grok can now add and edit navigation destinations, becoming your personal guide.
Hey Grok, I want to go on a tour of San Francisco. Can you take me to the Ferry Building, Pier 39, and Golden Gate Park?
Heading to the Ferry Building first, then Pier 39 and Golden Gate Park. Should take about an hour total with traffic.
Cool, thanks.
Now, to use this, you need to actually have Grok in your Tesla, and so far, only the US and Canada have it. And before using it, you must set Grok's personality to Assistant. Up next, we have an update dedicated to people that are forgetful, called Phone Left Behind Chime. Your Tesla will now chime for a few seconds after the doors close if a phone key is inside the cabin or a phone is left on the wireless charger, and no humans are detected inside the Tesla. Now, this has happened to me before a couple of times. As an owner, you just assume your Tesla will auto lock as you walk away, and because of this, I have left my phone in my Tesla many times. Now, there's one caveat though. This feature does use UWB technology, which means it will work with UWB supported devices, of course. Moving on, we have interior camera updates. The first one being Tesla Photo Booth. A fun new photo booth mode has been added using the cabin camera from Toy Box and Photo Booth. You can now take an in-Tesla selfie, slap on some fun stickers for a grand time, and then share it right from the Tesla app on your phone. Now, I bet you will use this only once and will forget it ever existed. But the other interior camera update you will most likely use is Dog Mode Live Activity, which is now available as a live activity for iOS users. Now, I'm not sure when it's coming to the Androids, but I'm sure it'll be announced soon. But basically, this feature sends a snapshot of your cabin interior to your phone periodically, along with updates on the interior temperature, your Tesla's battery state of charge, and exterior climate conditions. The live activity will keep an updated photo of the interior of your Tesla, letting you keep an eye on your doggo directly from the lock screen. Moving on, we have a new Santa mode. Santa mode has received a complete overhaul, including festive snowmen, trees, a unique lock chime, and new snow visualization effects, which I'll say is about time because I got tired of seeing the old Tesla design in my new Model Y Juniper. It also looks like Santa Optimus and his presence are in every Tesla rather than just the Cybertruck's unique Santa mode. Now, the parked visualization and falling snow might be simplified for older Intel-based models, and as of right now, Tesla displays elves for pedestrians, so it'll be interesting to see what driving changes are to come. Moving on, I have an undocumented change, and it's a great one, and that is location arrow in your Tesla app. Previously, the Tesla app only listed the address of where your Tesla's actually parked, which is cool, but it could sometimes leave you lost since it is a bit generic. But now, Tesla's taken it a step further with Tesla app 4.51.5, which now adds a rotating arrow on the location row to guide you directly to your Tesla. It also shows the distance to your Tesla right in the same location section. I absolutely love this update, and I think this will help a lot of owners find their Teslas much faster in parking lots or in garages. Up next, we have a dashcam viewer update. Clips from the dashcam now display additional details directly in the dashcam UI. Tesla displays a section on top of the dashcam video that displays your Tesla's speed, drive select, even the steering wheel angle, the accelerator and brake pressure. And an additional one that most people will appreciate is the self-driving state, basically implying if it's on FSD or not. Overall, empowering you with more information in the event of an incident. That means we'll no longer be guessing if a dashcam video we see posted anywhere involved the use of FSD or not. And we can accurately get even more details of any situation in the future. Now, if you made it this far in the video, you know the drill. Comment the word holiday to let me know you'll be watching until the end. Moving on, I have one I'm pretty happy Tesla added. My wife was especially ecstatic about this one when I told her, and that is the ability to enable or disable wireless charging pads inside your Tesla. Tesla's finally added the ability to turn off the phone toasters, as people put it. Now, this has been often requested feature from owners like my wife, whose phones would heat up so much to the point her iPhone would read charging on hold. Charging will resume when iPhone returns to normal temperature, which means she cannot even charge while she drives. Since there's really no other spot where you can rest your phone comfortably and still have it accessible. And no, the cup holder area does not count, because you need it for your cups or bottles, of course. And if you do place your phone, it will swing back and forth as you accelerate and brake. Up next, we have charge limit per location. You can now set a maximum charge limit for your current location while parked, and that same charge limit will be applied automatically next time you charge there again. That means if you only want to charge to 80% at a certain location, like your home for example, since Tesla recommends 80% for daily use, given you do not have an LFP battery. Or you could even choose 100% charge limit at another location if you prefer. Basically, no more having to constantly adjust your charge limit and verifying if you've actually done it in your Tesla app. Moving on, we have some navigation improvements, including some undocumented ones. Every year, there are a lot of improvements for navigation and charging, and this year, Tesla did not disappoint either. The navigation menu has been reorganized, and you can now reorder your favorites to whatever you like, rather than the default order of whatever comes first. You can also now set home and work by dropping a pin on the map, rather than having to be in the location to set them. Tesla now also shows suggested destinations based on your recent trips and habits while you're parked, and a little extension to the UI below the navigation search bar. Tapping the navigation search will pop open the full list of recent and recommended destinations. And an undocumented change, your saved home, work, and favorite destinations now remain visible on the navigation map, making it easier to select commonly visited places without having to search for them. Up next, we have automatic HOV routing. While Tesla already includes an option to use HOV lanes when navigating, it has been a manual setting. They're now adding support for intelligent HOV routing based on HOV lane restrictions. Routing will automatically select the HOV lane when your Tesla is eligible based on time, location, passenger count, and local restrictions. Now, you will still need to enable HOV lanes from controls, navigation, and use HOV lanes. Moving on, we have another update, and that is a brand new UI for car wash mode. The old car wash mode was more of a listicle format where green dots represent a checkmark of a Tesla setting that should be enabled for a car wash, and the red dots would be settings that should not be enabled, which will make your Tesla car wash experience not so ideal. But however, now with the new UI, it shows a status of each control with labels like on or off and more buttons for a trunk, for example. But let me know if you like this new car wash mode UI. Up next, Tesla has just introduced Charging Passport, a new yearly summary of your charging, with new features like charging badges like iconic charging badge for visiting places like the Tesla Diner or the Oasis supercharger, etc. It'll also show your total unique superchargers visited, charging sessions, total miles added during charging, top charging day, longest trip, and your favorites. And now if you want to view your 2025 Charging Passport, tap on charging on the homepage of your Tesla app. and let me know if you've collected any rare badges. Moving on, we have a must-see video of FSD allowing Tesla owners to scroll for over 2 minutes without any lag. Tesla now allows owners to text and scroll on their phone while they're driving on FSD, depending on the surrounding traffic conditions. Now, this is a huge milestone, and FSD unsupervised is looking closer and closer by the day. But let me know if you would even be comfortable texting and driving. I'm pretty sure a cop will still pull you over for this, so I would be a little cautious trying this out. But speaking of FSD unsupervised, a Tesla Model Y robotaxi has been spotted driving itself on public roads. Now, in case you didn't know, robotaxis have been operating with an individual sitting in the driver's seat to intervene should Tesla make an unsafe move. But with the progress Tesla has made, it seems like they are confident enough to run tests of no one even sitting in the driver's seat, which could mean we will start seeing robotaxis without drivers for public use very soon. Time now for a speed round of a bunch of exciting updates. Custom wraps and license plates have finally arrived for all Tesla models. You can now personalize your vehicle with preloaded or custom wraps and license plates. You can now also add Spotify tracks to your queue right from the search screen and scroll through large Spotify playlists, albums, podcasts, audiobooks, and your library seamlessly. Next, you can schedule a light show to play instantly or schedule it up to 10 minutes in advance, either on a single Tesla or syncing with your buddies. Also now, Lock Sound now includes Light Cycle from Tron mode. Now, you should be getting this update very soon. Just keep a lookout. And I want to wish you and your family happy holidays. Be kind to yourself and others, and I'll see you in the new year.